Hi guys, I've reached my destination in Lombok. I'm here, just got off the boat or the ferry. 2.5 hours on that ferry. It was pretty good, but it was cold on there. The air conditioner was too cold for me. Being a pensioner and that, you notice these things, you know. And now I'm sweltering in the heat. See, everybody's coming off these ferries. There's not just the ferry I got off, but there's other ferries as well, just getting off and just disembarking, let's just say. This is going to be island life for me. Just taking a break before I get in the taxi. I met a chap called Mel.
How you doing? Welcome home. Welcome to Lombok. Water. Like this bloody water. You know what I mean?
He likes the water. What could be better than having a coffee when you arrive after a 2.5 hour journey on a ferry and an hour and a half, nearly 2 hour taxi ride to get to the ferry. So I've been travelling about 5 hours, 5.5 hours, something like that. No wonder I'm having a cappuccino. That nice little flower on the top, you know, the cappuccino flower, isn't it? That's definitely come out of a machine. I booked a hotel and it's about 40 minutes away. Negotiated a taxi ride for about 250 rupees. It's been about 5-6 hours travelling, and I'm here in this lovely area. I've got 2 nights at this hotel, and if I like it I'll stay. So you've got a lovely view of the water and the coast. But I don't know yet, I'm not there, so I'll make my decisions when I get there, and I'll show you around when we get there. So you know what to expect if you come to Lombok. It's only obvious, isn't it? You want to know, I want to know, we all want to know. We're going to know pretty soon, okay? And I'll give it marks out of 10. What do you reckon? I'm with Mole at the moment.
Yep, hello. Now I'm going to make a mic stop, one for the road, room service.
You know, this is what you call a this is a chilled guy here. Mo, he's a man after my own heart. I didn't ask him to do this, he's just pulled off the side because he knows what us wants. We want to see what it's all about here on Lombok, don't we? And if you're going to come out here, look at this viewpoint. That's beautiful. Look at that. What do they call this then?
Nipa Beach.
Pardon?
Nipa Beach.
Deepa.
Nipa.
Lipa.
And Nipa.
Oh, and Nipa.
Yeah,
Nipa Beach.
yeah.
In England we'd say Nipper, wouldn't we? Nipper Beach. It's easier, isn't it? You know, Nipper Beach.
You know,
but yeah, it's great, isn't it? Look at that. I can actually see through that water.
Wow.
You know, it's very, very clear.
Oh my God.
I just think that God is with me. That was great. Wasn't that nice of him to do that? Because he's thinking about the customer, see? And that's what they should do. Instead of thinking about their own shit, because I know they got shit. I had shit for 50 years. But they call it life. But for the moment, we're going to try and fulfill those dreams and aspirations that I had all those years ago. I love taxi drivers. Do you know why I like taxi drivers? Because they're one of the most informative people you could ever meet. They know more than the mayor. They'll tell you things that you never even knew existed half the time. I mean, if I got any questions at all, my first person I would ask would always be a taxi driver, even if I'm not going to get in the cab. But I'll go over and say, can you help me please? And they always do. They're very, very helpful. And I'll certainly recommend this guy here. I've just arrived at the hotel. The Bungy Bungalows, I call it. Hi guys, I've just arrived at my accommodation on the island of Lombok in Indonesia. Now, it's taken me around 6 hours to get to this point of travelling. I feel a little bit knackered really, but not because of my age, but because of the heat, and I was freezing on the ferry. So I had to put up with a couple of elements before I even got here. But having got here, it was all worth it in the end. Let me just take you through. This is my private bungalow. This place here, number 216. Well, the last place I stayed was 316. Now I'm sure that the spirits somewhere along the line have put that one together. 216. This is the room. I've got a fridge. There's an old type of gramophone or radio here, and there's teas and coffees. it's quite a large wet room there really, or one room for everything, which is great. But my balcony is this is the star or the diamond in what I've got here. There's a lovely little balcony here, as you can see, and the views are magnificent. I've got lovely gardens surrounding me, and as an older chap I really do appreciate being surrounded in nature. It's lovely, it really is. But look at this fabulous view that I've got from my balcony. It's a lovely ocean view from here. It's fantastic. It's got these effigies you can see carved in. This chappie here is the thing that you'll see all over Indonesia, and it's Hindu again, I believe. And I've got lovely carvings on this door here. Isn't that lovely? I mean, that's quite old as well. It's an old original door there. So I'm going to boil the kettle, have a coffee, sit on the balcony, put some notes together, and find out a little bit more about Lombok as an island, because I didn't do a lot of research. I never do. Like I said before, most people plan 18 months before coming to a place like this, because it really is Paradise Island. For £12 a night, plus taxes, I think it's worked out to about £28 for the 2 nights. I've landed on my feet here. You don't need anybody with you to do these things, because if you're like me, solo, and you're a pensioner, you're sitting on the golden seat of life. I mean, we worked all our lives, and we get to a position in life where we can do all these things, but many people, including my friends, but they've had the experience of a lifetime as well, and they just like their comfort zone. But I know exactly where they're coming from. I didn't want to leave the last hotel. I was so comfortable there, but I'm glad I did because of this. I've swapped my old place for a beautiful view like that, and there's adventures ahead. I'll make sure there's adventures ahead. And what I will say about Asia, when you are in Asia, anywhere in Asia, they've always got these, some people call them bum guns. These things here, but that's that's a Muslim spray. Those toilet brushes, they're not the most hygienic things to have in the bathroom. They've got no toilet brush in here, and they don't need it. To me, that is very, very hygienic. Lots of people are misconceived about toilets in Asia. I've never seen a dirty toilet, a toilet bowl that is. But I can't stop looking at that view.